Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Mike Dub 27 Day Traders. And no doubt everybody made some money today. You see, I got the fur on. It's not mine, it's very small. But, I figure I might as well wear a fur on such a momentous occasion. We out here, actually having a good market. And people definitely made some money. Definitely made some money. But it's way too hot out here in Virginia. So let me get rid of this and we can go ahead and get the business. I'll just put this on the back of the chair. All right. So we definitely saw a lot of positive movement. I definitely saw some in this market today. One of the first things that caught my eye was CMB.Tech. Now, this is one that I was looking at yesterday. I jumped on, but I was like, you know what? It was looking real good when it came to the momentum. If you go back and we look at the candles and the technical data right here, it's like, yeah, we had some bears in the market, but they really weren't doing as much damage as they usually could. There was a lot of green going on, and this MACD was definitely on the green side. It was looking like vegetables down there with so much green. And no doubt that's what we actually saw with the market. This thing just kept going up, and stayed there. Now, this is a tech, it actually started at 905, so I'm waiting for it to get back up there, but I'm definitely going along with this. Not just because it's going in the right direction, but also because of what's right here, which is the dividend yield. Now, I understand a 71% dividend yield is usually a red flag, but the reason why I stuck with this anyway is down here. Estimated 0.28 per share. That's good news, for a market. I mean, for a stock, especially a dividend stock that's that high when it comes to the dividend yield. But not only that, but I was also looking. Well, let me find it down here at the hedge funds. And yes, it has some ownership decrease, but it was only 166K shares versus Q1. That's not as bad as say a million. And yes, we have some close positions, but when you look at just what was going on with this market right here, there was no real drop off. Yeah, right here we saw a big drop off in 2023. But when it came to 2024, the bears were shrinking. So even though it's low, it's not so low that we can't make money off of it. And truthfully, if you go back a whole month, all right, right now it's at $8.80. It drops under $8 one time. And that's back in April, early April. You're talking about 788 right there, 772. And then it jumped right back up by the ninth, which was the next day. So we see where we're testing it and we see what the bottom is. And that's the biggest thing. As long as we know what the bottom is and there's nothing crazy going on with this company too much, I definitely don't see a reason to be too worried about it. Now, another aspect that caught my interest was that 52-week high, $21.26. So you're telling me right there that this has the potential, if they turn things around, to go from $8 to maybe in the 20s? Well, let's go back 3 months and see where it's at. 3 months ago, it was at 11.18. A year ago, it was at 11.85, or year to date. A whole year ago, it was at 21. And now it's starting to go into a positive direction. But that's neither here nor there. Like I said, I'm in it for just because it's in the positives and it has a pretty good dividend yield. And because I'm pretty sure that this is the bottom out, at least until the next earnings report, which the next earnings report isn't until May the 7th. So we got a little bit of time to make some money off of this as well. This stock is only $8.80. So you're talking about putting more money in this whenever it drops down to the low eights, and then making some money off of it, potentially 30 cents, per share. Even more so, $1 per share. So that's why this stock right here caught my eye. It's one of those stocks where, yes, it could do better, but where it's at, it's possible to make some dough off of it. Another one, JP Morgan Exchange Traded Fund. Trust JP Morgan NASDAQ Equity Premium Income ETF. So this is the JP Morgan ETF, and it's at $50.85. Started off the day at $49. So it's definitely going in the right direction. Let's look at this technical data right here. Now, MACD was kind of bearish a little bit right here, but it never went down too much. If you look at those candles right there, you can see that every time it tested, it stayed and went up some more. Tested, stayed up, went some more. Tested, stayed up, went some more. Every time you had a little bit of pullback, it kept going. And of course, this is a more expensive stock, but this is one I'm definitely going to be in long run. This is a long-term stock, and it's JP Morgan. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. Now, this is the one that I'm going to definitely keep. I may be making money with the other one, but this one, I'm definitely going to keep for a while for numerous reasons. Number one, let's go back 3 months. Before everything started falling out, you're talking about $58 year to date. Same about 58. 1 year, 56, 58. 5 years, 40. Hit 57, 58. Had a little drop down back in March, but went right back up. So we've never seen it drop under $40 over the last 5 years. And check this out. There's an ETF, of course, it has some sectors under it. Technology, 48.72%. And we can see that with what's going on right now with a little bit of leniency on the tariffs. Consumer, silicon, consumer defensive, industrial, healthcare, communication services. So definitely this is going to be affected by the chip companies as well as some of the communication companies like Meta. But here's the thing, and it shows you right here. Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Amazon, Alphabet, Broadcom, Netflix, Meta Platforms, Tesla, and Costco's. Now, I want to say one of these just had a really good earnings report, and because that they raised their dividends as well. Let me see real quick. Google. So Google, of course, is Alphabet. Alphabet Class C. So look at that. So the dividend asset in Google just went to 5%, which is something we're going to talk about later. So we can see right now that the market's definitely bumping, but I'm gonna stick with this for a while. Also, let's go to the dividends for this stock. What it said, here we go. 30-day dividend yield. 30-day yield, $11.43. Come on now. Come on now. I'm gonna be living with this stock for a long time. This may be a 10-year stock right here. We already see what it could do 5 years from between 5 years ago and now. I'm sticking with this for a while. I'm definitely going to be putting a lot of money in there, you know? So, yeah, JP Morgan Exchange. That's something to keep on your mind as well. Now, here's a stock that I was looking at, Bit Mining. Let me go ahead and pull that up. I day traded this today. Spell that right, Bit Mining. That's not it. Let me find it. Where's Bit Mining? Here we go. Bit Mining. What is the ticker symbol for this thing? Usually you see the ticker symbol show up, but yeah, it's a Bit Mining, BIT mining. Now, it's a it's a inexpensive stock, but we know where the bottom is, and it kind of flows with cryptocurrency. It's what you call, matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and read it. Big Mining Ltd engages in cryptocurrency mining, data center operation, and mining machine manufacturing. It operates through the following segments: data center, cryptocurrency mining, and others. All right, so it's in Akron, Ohio, home of LeBron James and the birthplace of Steph Curry. Doesn't really have too much going on here. Cap is only 30 million. Average volume 81. Volume today was 190K. But that's neither here nor there. The biggest part about this, and let me show you the week. April the 21st, it was at $1.35, right? And it rose all the way to 194. So it's definitely, that's a 45% upheaval going on right there. So we definitely saw, some growth. I was able to get it around 191, and I sold at I want to say 190, 198, 197. Let's look at the technical data. Yeah, let's look at the technical data. Let's see, 198. Yeah, about right about here. This is when I sold it. Yeah. I got in kind of late, so I couldn't sell it here. But I was definitely able to get it right there. And I was able to take profit. But this is one of those where when it's down here, I'm buying. When it's up here, I'm selling. When it's down there, I'm buying. When it's up here, I'm selling. When it's down here, I'm gonna wait a little bit more. Down there, I'm buying. When it's up there, I'm selling. I already went ahead and made it part of my small cap stocks. And I'm gonna go ahead and set my alert for one. I'm gonna set it for 182, but I'm also gonna watch the technical data because you never know when something can happen. It can drop down to 135. Its earnings report isn't due until July the 21st, which means as long as nothing changes too drastically, with crypto in a bad way, which I don't think any crazy things about crypto are coming up yet, we should be okay until July. So between now and July, I'm definitely going to be going crazy with this. I may day trade this every day, like at least 5 days a week, and just see what happens. Like it makes sense. But yeah, right. I'm gonna get it when it's at $1.82. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and set my alert. Let me see. Price alert. Come on. Let me grab it. There we go. Price alert. $1.82. And we watching that every day. We watch it and tell waters run dry. This is one of those things you take your profit and you keep, because eventually it's gonna bite me in the butt. I know it. Eventually this thing is gonna be like, you know what? This was cool. I'm gonna go on back down to 133. But this is what I noticed from watching it. This drop at 133 and 145, that was off of another height. So even if it drops down there, it may take a month or so, but it's gonna be right back there. So that'll just be the time I go long. And then as much as the further we go back, the more expensive. So we actually hit the 52-week low, and we're coming off of that. So this may just continue to go up higher and higher. At one point in time, it was at $260. Now this was in 2021, and I could see this because back in 2021, That was when the graphics cards were going crazy and everybody was mining. So this was like peak crypto mining time during the time period of everybody was COVID. Yeah, during COVID and everything. And even before that, it was in the 30s. So this is something I'm gonna do my homework on it and look deeper into it. But right now, I think bit mining is making a comeback. It's definitely doing its thing. But that's all I really saw today. So stay trading and stay safe. And I'm Mike Dub, 27 day trader, and I'm out of here. Don't forget to like and don't forget to follow. Deuces.